I rode from the supermarket and saw a bumblebee. Its morning food shop was in a blackberry flower. A yellow-striped, orange-tailed bee is called Early. I watched a pair of ducks go for a waddle together. Bees buzzed in red campions. The cow parsley was swishing near the bike path by a bench beside the Avon River. St Mary Redcliffe used to be Bristol's tallest building, but within its churchyard is the smallest of graves for the church cat, a fine feline memorialising. No cycling. Victoria Square insists a bike behaves. Victorian docks warned women they'd get bicycle face, but it was those old quacks who lost faith with their rants and raves. Me, my bike, the earth, sun and moon were all in the right place to view a crescent sun from a solar eclipse. I caught glimpses in between Bristol's cloud-crowded airspace. Bristol's having a heatwave. Today's temperature outstrips June's averages, so I pedalled up to a place called Beach, far from the seaside buzz, where reed grass breathed in wisps. At dusk on a bench, my friend and I ate a biscuit each, while watching two bats flutter round a crescent moon, which was setting in the west, with the sun just out of reach. There's a park with a moat, with the remains of a wall hewn, maybe from medieval stone. Bar's Court's a small haven for cyclists to watch the ducks swim by in the sun this June. On Milsom Street's pavement in Bath there are words engraven. Most passers-by don't realise they've stepped on hearts and dreams, from a poem for me to ponder on while cycling home beside the Avon. On Cock Road Ridge there's a great oak, one of the land's supremes. Its rings began long before the log-jammed nearby ring road. Within that oak, on the local reserve, wild nature teems. Grey skies made the summer solstice somewhat overshadowed, until buying a friend's birthday gift led me to rainbows. On a flag-waving giant gnome, homewards with me he rode. I cycled up to the downs on a road that rose and rose, to where there'd once been an Iron Age fort, and a Roman road, a quarry, and grazing pastures. Now there are grass and meadows. Since the summer solstice, 2 sunrises the skies bestowed. Beneath today's blue skies I rode to Stanton Drew, where stones stand in circles, their history a hidden code. I went out cycling to get a closer to nature view. Red and black stripes and spots flashed near a small wild strawberry, a cinnabar moth and a ladybird having a rendezvous. I've completely fallen in love with this city. The way to my heart is with food and laughter. I found both helpings at Jason Donovan's eatery. Google's clever but can't translate local patter. Donde está USA mean where is it in plain English. Where is it to is how that's said with Bristolian flavour. The midday buildings, pavements, roads and sky all felt greyish, but then I saw a cyclist in shades of blue lit by a full moon. An upfest scene, part of this year's street art flourish. I went out on the streets chasing rainbows this afternoon, found one for all walks of life, linking Wine Street and Castle Park. Bristol's showing the love with this fab, unpedestrian tribune. I spun my wheels as the shadows grew long and dark, stopped on the bike path and watched the balloon float by. Felt lighter having seen Bristol's transient sky landmark. I cycled up so high I joined clouds brooding in the sky. Bristol grew distant from an old Civil War battlefield, where one commander died, the other side's childhood ally.